Welcome back to Two Daddies Judging Baddies.
Judging baddies.
Where we read internet stories and we judge people.
As gently as possible.
I almost forgot the intro.
I mean, it's an intro. We do whatever we want.
I almost said Mike and Dylan hate.
Oh, when you did that, I was thinking the same thing.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You was ready to go hate
Yeah.
drama. No, this is Two Daddies Judging Baddies, where we read internet stories and then we judge people. Listen to the intro.
Two daddies, judging baddies, judging baddies.
Stop
Apparently
telling
Dylan-
people that the intro just comes. It doesn't have to be announced.
Oh, but how do we like?
Your brain just needs to process that we're just going to just have the intro.
We need a subtle
When you're ready-
signal that the video watchers are not going to catch. Something like I'll just be like,
Yeah, they
and
would never
something
catch that.
subtle like that, and then
He's doing moose handlers for
moose
the
hands.
listeners.
There we go, and that's how you'll know that I'll be ready. Or I could just
No, the intro comes right before you say, "Am I the asshole?" or this da 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 story.
so I'll
That's
be like,
right where it
all right,
goes.
let's get into our first story, and then it's Two Daddies,
Exactly.
Judge Baddies, waka waka waka.
We'll have you trained up by the end of this episode.
I will be trained for you guys, not for Dylan, for you. Am I the asshole for telling my wife to get a job if she wants to subsidize the kids? What do you think?
Subsidize the kids.
Yeah, I
like
don't
they're
know.
your kids, right?
Yeah.
Unless they're not your kids, and then maybe you have a point. But even still, if you're married, then they're kind of your kids too.
Yeah, it just perplexes me on what subsidize means. So our school system teaches us nothing except for, the Pythagorean theorem, which I use all the time. I am fucking...
If you ever did anything in construction, you would use it all the time.
The Pythagorean theorem?
Yeah. A
Really?
squared plus B squared equals C squared.
They use that all the time in construction?
That's how you check to make sure a building is square. You can draw out a triangle of 3 by 4 by 5, and you can make
All
sure
right,
that the
shut up,
walls are
nerd.
wrong.
God damn. Like, I was sitting here
Ew.
doing a comedy bit, and Dylan's like,
ruined it.
well, actually, this is what it's used for.
That's my role on this podcast.
Fucking, oh, you
Nerd.
yeah.
Go on, get
Go
out
on, go on, nerd. Up until our youngest kid graduated from university, I worked crazy hours out of town to pay for everything. I worked 6 weeks off 12-hour days. I worked 6 weeks of 12-hour days. It says on of 12-hour days. Then I would get 3 weeks off. That worked out to 56 hours a week if you average it out. Part-time job. Go with your part-time job. You sit here 56 hours a week. I'm sorry. I remember, when I was 16 and I just started working. I've been doing that since I was 35 years old. It allowed my wife to stay home and take care of the kids and the house. We also used it to pay off our mortgage as well as new cars whenever we need it, and to have cash for whenever we needed it. I'll describe our budget so you guys can judge. After taxes, we use my take-home pay for the mortgage and bills. Then we paid for our kids to get into college, or then we paid into our kids' college fund, then into our retirement fund. Then we topped up our retirement account. We put money into our emergency fund. Then whatever was left, we split 50-50. Our tax refund was our vacation fund. Now I'm 55 and I'm tired. My body is beat down and I need to slow down. Our kids are both through university. Both got their degrees and have jobs. I did my part. The company I work for had a job open for an office job. I applied and got it. It's a 9-to-5 job in the city, working 40 hours a week. Better hourly rate.
9 to 5.
Working better hourly rate plus compensation. However, it is a lot less money without the overtime. I was getting 44 hours a week of overtime. That's huge. But we have money in the bank, and I have an easy stretch until I retire. But my wife is upset. Both kids are struggling. For the record, they live at home rent-free, but they want cars and apartments of their own. That they can afford that. They just won't be getting luxury cars and huge apartments. We no longer have a mortgage, and my wife and I are both driving vehicles purchased in the last 3 years, still under warranty. Our budget is no longer our budget no longer requires an education fund. Look, when we read these Am I the Asshole stories, if they just fuck up a lot, eventually I'm just like, yes, you're the asshole. You're a demon. You die. Gone die.
I've noticed when you read the stories, you just make up your own words for it anyways. You just kind of get to read and
Now that you're reading along, though, but usually when I change something, it's for the better.
Well, yeah, but like a lot of times you'll just switch out words and be like, and then it changes the actual meaning of the story.
No, it doesn't.
For some of them, yes, it does.
Call it out when I do it next time.
I did.
Dick.
I did last episode. But I think the wild thing with this is these aren't kids. These are adults.
Yeah.
Like, so you're not subsidizing your kid. Like, yes, they are still your children, but they're not in their children phase. Like, they are young adults.
Calling them kids is wild, I guess, I mean, I'd call my kids kids, but these aren't kids. These are grown-ass people. Our budget no longer requires an education fund. We still have more than we need, and my wife and I each have $1,000 each month to spend however we want. I am saving up for a new garage/shop. My wife has been giving hers to the kids. She is hinting that I should also contribute. I think I have contributed enough. I told her to get a job. She's only 46. She can go to work and give them her salary. I still provide housing and food for all of them, so she won't starve or anything. Her and the kids think I'm being cruel, and one of the little shits said I was being lazy by cutting my hours so much. Get out. Get out. This is my hill to die on. I've done the hard work for long enough. I want to enjoy my life. Am I the asshole for telling her to get a job and give them her money?
So you already unsaved this one, right? Because like I can't.
No,
this
was one that popped up, and I was like, "Oh, I'll read that one for the podcast."
Okay, that's why I couldn't read it.
Apparently, since you're reading along with me, and then you're like, Mike's changed. It doesn't change the story at all when I change some words.
Yeah.
On what?
There was something where the word that you switched it out with changed the actual like intent of the sentence. It like went from meaning one thing to meaning another thing.
Which story was it?
I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, it must have been lie.
But there was like 3 of them that you were like, I'll just fucking come up with a whole new sentence here. And so the one I did catch you on, and I was just
I mean,
hey,
usually it's because
it.
the sentence doesn't make any sense. Like, it's just wrong, and we sound dumb reading it. Yeah. No, you're
So how young is the youngest?
No, we're going to stay on this. I know we said no arguing on the podcast. It'd be all friendly.
You're gonna stand on business that you never change any of the words.
We're rewinding back to the argument. I'm coming back to it, guys. Take about 25 minutes out of your day for this, okay?
You're gonna stand on business that you don't
I need
change
the story. I need the line.
We'll have to pause this episode and then go back to the other episode. And
I'm actually just getting to the saved stories though.
But no. Like on that, like how young was the youngest? Like they said they were all in like college and shit, right?
Yeah, I think the youngest was I don't give a fuck. Let's find the story. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, the youngest, I guess I don't fucking. They're all
adults.
Yeah, adults ready for apartments and stuff like that.
There's no you have to work extra. Like they're already paid for. You got their college funds. Like all that stuff is like no, you don't have to work extra to pay for your adult kids. Like they need to fly the coop or enjoy their free fucking lunch. But there's no like, hey dad, work extra hours so that I can have a nicer car.
You're so lazy because you won't kill yourself to work extra hours. See, I don't know what it is.
And mom's not working either. Like mom's not working. He's putting the bill for everything.
And then she's just like, yeah, you do need to work harder. Like, I'm sorry.
Because he said ASMR. But didn't he say that she could go get a job? So that means that she is not working. Like you already went away from the story, so we can't go back into details of that.
No, I'm on the story.
Did she have a job? She is a stay-at-home wife to adult
46
children.
years. 46 years of her life. Yep. 46 years old. Story ain't in front of me. I just remember everything. That's what I'm saying. I remember everything. I'm like an elephant. Not just built like an elephant. Brain of an elephant.
We had a fun experience at Hardee's a minute ago.
Jesus
and I think
Christ.
It's got Mike all kinds of in his sillies.
Yeah, it's like my if my autism schedule gets fucked up and it gets all messed up. But yeah, we got their new
Frisco breakfast burger.
Right. We're not sponsored by Hardee, so don't go eat it.
I wouldn't go back after the experience that we
not
had.
after this experience. Oh yeah, we're about to go into a negative story, so yeah. But it has hamburger patty, bacon, egg, and hash brown on it. And me and Dylan look at this poster, and we're like, man, we're going to get that. We were going to go just get a regular Frisco sandwich. Delicious. It's the standard. That's at the Hardee's. It's the standard, okay? So we go in, we order our food.
You can go through the order process because like they literally have this lady that, and like bless her heart, as the Southern people say, she should not be at work.
Her time is up.
Yeah.
Like she will be meeting the Grim Reaper
To
here
go
soon.
from the front like order area to a seat so that she can take like a quick like sit down
leg break because her legs will start shaking real bad.
It took her like 3 minutes to cross that path, and I'm like, you should just be at home. Like,
welcome to America, baby. But so I go up and I'm like, yes, I would like the
Frisco breakfast burger sandwich combo.
a medium. I would like a medium Frisco breakfast burger combo. She was like, what do you want? I said, a medium Frisco breakfast burger combo. And she was like, she just, boop. She was like, oh, a burger, a Frisco burger. So she clicks and she goes, what size? What size? Yeah. And I'm like, medium. I'm being nice because I'm not going to be just a dick to this old lady. So Dylan wants the same thing.
Well, yeah, like in the process of that, I was like, fuck it, I'll just get the same thing. That's easy. Just double it.
So we get 2 of them. We go sit down. Takes forever to come out.
Oh, yeah, we were waiting at least a solid 7 to 10 minutes for the first round.
For the first round. For round 1, okay? So we
Round
get
1 begin.
round 1 fight. So we get the breakfast sandwich. And we both sit down and we open it up. And it only has a patty and bacon on it. And I'm like,
And cheese. There was cheese.
There was cheese, yeah. But
and a little bit of ketchup.
I'm like, I tell Dylan, I'm like, these are supposed to have hash browns on them. Now, we had hash browns. I'm not going to sit there and put my own. I'm not going to sacrifice my hash browns for something that this already should have had hash browns on.
Well, yeah, on the menu, it didn't say build your own.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You got the Frisco Burger standard. You need to get the Pro to have the hash browns, and then you need to get the Premium.
That's a subscription.
That's the deluxe, yes. And that is, $2.99 a month, and then you will get egg on it. But
we didn't even realize the egg wasn't on there, like until we went up.
We walked back up and saw it was like, yeah, it's supposed to have egg on it too. So we handed it to the lady, and we were like, yeah, this is supposed to have egg and hash browns on it. And the lady was like, oh, y'all wanted the breakfast sandwich? There's no other Frisco burger on the menu. There's
on
nothing.
The breakfast menu.
On the breakfast menu, there is nothing, okay? It is just Frisco breakfast burger. That's the only thing you can get with hamburger. And so we was like, yes, we want the one thing that this could possibly be.
And so then after all that happened, Mike hosted a meet and greet. He had some fans there and then I pitched them this podcast. Maybe he'll hear it.
Yeah, maybe you're hearing this. Yeah. So we're standing there for 20 minutes.
Solidly.
Yeah. Talking to this guy.
That's after the initial 10 minutes. This is another 20 minutes of standing.
Our hash browns are on the table, just becoming cold and decrepit.
No, this guy, he literally ordered a bacon, egg, and cheese.
A sausage and egg biscuit. That was
and
it.
egg.
No cheese. They didn't have to do the work of putting on the cheese.
And he was waiting there with us for a solid 10 minutes for this sandwich.
So finally, we got our food. Is all right. Like the cost per waiting per deliciousness did not add up.
No, the Frisco beats the shit out of it.
Beats the fucking dog shit out of it, yeah.
Even though they've raised the price on that too, but you can get the whole combo for $7. Just the Frisco breakfast burger sandwich is $7 by itself.
And it's like, man, back to back establishments that I went to, there's been terrible experiences.
Well, see, and I thought your nepotism was going to pay off for us there. Like, I thought that there was going to be a little bit of like favoritism that you got some connections to Hardee's.
It's like as soon as she leaves, I'm not going to get into who she is, but as soon as she leaves, she fixes Hardee's. As soon as she left, they were like, all right, we're going to be put together for like a month, and then it's all going to just.
Well, see, I'm going all the way back to when you used to work at Hardee's. Like, you should have some connections. Be like, yo, what's up? Yeah, hey, get us a sandwich.
No, they got
quick,
a big
fast.
turnaround real bad. That's not even a Hardee's. Hardee's technically, it's owned by a like firm that owns a whole bunch of restaurants. So at like a regular Hardee's or like a
private equity type.
Yeah, private equity Hardee's
investment.
So at like one of the franchises or like one of the ones that Hardee's themselves runs, they actually pay people like a livable wage, or not livable wage, but
better than normal.
Way better than that firm pays people, because that firm will be like, oh, would you like to be a manager? A manager makes $10 an hour, highly competitive. So what am I competing with? Living on the streets? Like, if that's who I'm competing with, sure, you can say competitive. But I ain't competing with nobody. You're not competing with McDonald's across the road who's like, hey, we'll pay you $80,000 to be a fucking manager. But last night I went to an arcade bar, and
Do you know that Barcade is a trademarked term? Like you can't call any other place other than this one place a barcade.
that's stupid.
Because my wife,
What is it, Dave and Buster's?
No, it's someplace like up near New York City or something. They trademarked Barcade. But my wife was doing an art show at the one in Winston. I can't remember what it was called, like Reboot or something like that. And on her little flyer that she made herself, it said Barcade on it, and she got a cease and desist from the people that owned the trademark term. I was
Oh
like,
my
that is
God.
wild that they trademarked bar.
It's wild that they're using a cease and desist for a little event. That's so stupid.
Well,
I
if you
hate
don't
people.
protect it there, then you don't protect it anywhere.
Well, we go to this barcade, and we go to this barcade in our hometown. Me and my son put a $20 bill in the machine, get our quarters. We're ready to go. 50-50 on if the game worked. Like, you just put quarters in and just nothing would happen. And then the guy behind the bar would just stare at you.
Maybe that's just the gambling gods being like, fuck you. This is kind of like gambling playing this game.
No, it's just for fun games because I'm not like, don't do any claw machines. That's stupid. Don't do any of the. He did the Pokemon card one, which is crazy because I have legit expensive Pokemon cards at home.
No.
And it was like a PSA 9 common Umbreon that you could win, which I'm gonna say probably about $15. I'm not looked it up. Probably about $15. So that's the grand prize is a $15 card. I'm like, dog, if you want a $15 Pokemon card, I could just give you one. I can just give you a $15 Pokemon
No,
card.
you gotta have the thrill, the dopamine of trying to get that from the claw.
But then, yeah, like, and the whole time, because I never went up to the bar because I had learned my lesson from the other people going up to the bar. They just acted like you were wronging them from being there.
Well, yeah, because they're trying to serve drinks and you're trying to play games. It's
No.
not the same
I
thing.
never went up to the bar. The people ordering the drinks, they'd just be like, all right, what do you want? All right. And then not talk to the person, not do nothing. I'm like, how are you trying to run a business? And then I looked at the reviews and I'm like, okay, everybody thinks the same. Because at first I was like, this is going to be some stupid thing where I look it up and it's going to have all glowing reviews and everything's going to be, bright and shiny. And it was just like, nah, this place sucks.
I mean, overall, like the arcade part of it, I have not had any experience other than maybe one game not working, but I was playing like the Jurassic Park game, and
Yeah, we played the Jurassic Park game.
that one's solid.
We played the
ski
skee ball because my son is addicted to that shit.
That's fun.
So I was like, ooh, we're going to battle each other. So he
Yeah, one
puts
of
in
them
his
works and
50
the
cent.
other one
I
doesn't.
put in my 50 cent. It gave me 6 balls. It's supposed to be like, I think 9 apiece. I don't know. So he had more. So I was like, oh, I'm going to take a couple. So we start playing. My game just shuts off halfway through. I'm like, fuck. God.
We got to think these games are older than you. Like those skee ball machines are older than you by a long shot. Like they are antiques. Those are not. And yeah,
I think that's the difference between like an arcade that focuses on being an arcade and then when a store's like, we're going to be a bar and an arcade.
well, those are all like his machines. Like he bought all those machines.
But
like,
we're not going to be good
before.
at both. This is just my review of it, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know the guy.
I mean, it's like if you started one. Like
that was the guy we met outside in the truck, right?
Yeah. But like, I mean, those are his personal games that he's been collecting for years, and then he created the bar around it.
No,
But,
well,
like-
you think he would know how to fix them if he's that passionate about it?
He does, but they're antiques, and they take a lot to keep those old ass machines running. Like
Okay.
if you go to
So here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Put up a sign that says, "Hey, this game does not work."
Yeah.
So then, because $4, okay, out of 20,
you didn't learn your lesson on those.
they don't have signs that say, "Hey, this game is broken." So we would go to a game, play it. Next game would be broken. Go to a game, play it. Next
Well,
one would be broken.
You're saying 4 out of 20. That's not 50%.
no. Well,
25%.
still, that's $4.
It's not even 25%.
It's 20%. Yeah, but
See, you're being.
it's back to back that and then Hardee's, and I was just like, do I even go out in public again? I've been so wronged.
Well, then, I mean, if you wrote a review for this place, you'd be like, the staff here, it berates me about making up words whenever I feel like it in a
I mean, we get
story,
reviewed,
and-
man. I remember that one that I was like, Mike said gay, 1 star. Mike hates gay people.
Can't believe that he didn't stop his daughter from using.
And it's like, I don't. You know what? I should have just commented back, just because everybody on the podcast would have been like, "That's not Mike's views." And just be like, "Love the sinner, not the sin."
All right, we'll move on.
I'm sorry that we used gay on the playground and it just kind of stuck, and then I used it in a sentence, which is what the school wants you to do. They're like, "Can you use that in a sentence?" And I used it in a sentence.
My manager got demoted because of me, and now we have to go on a tropical island team building.
Fuck
adventure.
yeah, hell yeah, dude.
Trigger warning. Are you ready?
God. Yes, I see the trigger warning. Now, guys, I do want to preface like this.
It's serious.
It's rough, okay? If you have ever been in a hostile workplace,
You might be triggered.
you're gonna get triggered by this story, because trigger warning, hostile workplace. Like, do you have to like coddle Reddit readers that much?
I used to work in a hostile workplace, and anytime I read a story about it, it really triggers me.
I was watching. And
This could be crazy though. Like, I mean, it could be like but there is no other ones of like, sexual harassment or anything like that. So this is the only trigger. So if we do take a lighthearted approach to this and it turns out to be very, very bad.
But still, like,
Not
people
on
got
us.
on my ass one time because this cop was like, I go into work and it's just so hard because I know that when I'm out there, people are looking at me and like they're judging me, and sometimes I'm scared for my life and everything like that. And all I did was stitch the video, and I was like, yeah, it sucks that we all have to do that at some point in our lives. Because all he has to do is quit. Like, if he hates being a cop that much, then you don't have to be one. Like, that's the cool part about it. You can just be like, I'm gonna go work in a factory and make more money. That's wow.
Teachers are doing it in droves.
So I
right
was just
now.
like, yeah, man, it sucks we have to do that. Everybody has to do that at some point in their lives, become a cop. It's not a requirement. You ain't required to do it. Me, almost like the cops that are just like, I don't care. I'm still gonna sprinkle crack on people. Like, at least like wear it. If you join, the police force because you thought you were gonna like walk the streets and people were gonna be like, wow, look at that guy. That guy's a great guy. I mean, in like a small town like ours, even though there's an active manhunt going on right now for a murderer. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Everybody in town's talking about it. We don't get
From
stuff
Georgia.
like that. Yeah. Everybody's super excited about it. And I came from High Point, and I'm like, they're always looking for people who murdered people in High Point, but in Lexington, you don't have that. I wonder how big city cops look at small town cops. Like, if they met in the middle to have some coffee, and then the small town cop was just like, yeah, rough day today. The city cop's like, what the fuck did you do?
Oh, I ran off a couple homeless people. They were the good ones.
Yeah, they were the good homeless people. And then, I just sat in my car at a little intersection, backed it up behind a building so people couldn't see it, and then waited.
And then Jerry came over and we shot the shit for a little while. So we just had our 2 cars parked there, not doing nothing for hours.
They pulled out the brigade for this guy too. He apparently murdered somebody in Georgia. Hit a state trooper down here.
Ran into the car.
Ran into the car where 2 officers were in it. They were fine. They get out of the car and he outruns them. He outruns them and then escapes into the woods. They lose him in the woods. This man is from Georgia. The cops are from here, and
Still ain't found him.
yeah, still ain't found him. He could just be anywhere. It did create the funnest time at Walmart Express, though, because that happened as soon as me and my daughter went. And it was only 3 minutes away where the incident took place. And we knew the guy was bald and had a star tattoo, but I didn't care, so I got it off there. And then my daughter was like, what did it say? I was like, something about a manhunt for a bald dude with a star tattoo on the back of his head. So we're in Walmart Express, and every bald person, this bald guy walks by. And me and my daughter have not said anything to each other, but as soon as he walks by, we both turn around real quick to look at the back of his head. And then there was one guy she saw wearing the hat. She's just saying it under her breath. She ain't saying it to the guy. She's like, what's under the hat? What's under the hat?
The star was on his face, not on.
Yeah, it was on his face.
head.
Yeah.
They were about to jump the wrong guy.
Honestly, they should have just said weird nose, because the dude does have a weird nose.
I still haven't seen a picture of him.
The bottom of his nose is connected in a weird way.
Can't be body shaming people, even if they are a murderer. All right, so my manager got demoted because of me, and now we have to go to a tropical island retreat for team building.
You poor babies.
My crazy manager was just demoted in large part because of me, and now we are going on a team building trip. What to do? To give a bit of background, this is my first job. My manager and I initially had a great relationship, but it soured over the course of a year. She essentially gaslighted me, lying to higher-ups about my performance and lying to me about what higher-ups were saying, in hopes of either me quitting or her being able to fire me. She tried turning the team against me. I found out she pulled aside a new hire and told her that I was crazy and a liar and to not trust me. There were many other instances. It got so bad that I would go home and cry every night because I thought I was crazy. Eventually, when I started talking to the team and the higher-ups directly, it became obvious that she was the problem, the only problem. A new manager has slowly taken over responsibility to shield us from her, as they have gathered evidence to let her go or make her leave. It is very difficult to fire where I am. Well, then what were you worried about?
Yeah. In North Carolina, they can just be like, "You gone," and it's like, "Why? I don't gotta give you a reason."
You looked at me funny.
Yeah, you looked at me weird.
After months of waiting, yesterday she was officially demoted. She is still slightly senior to me by title, but if I received the promotion I am hoping for, we would be even. She did not take it well and stormed out of the office. I am glad she is finally out of power. This will give us more freedom to focus on our work instead of pleasing a crazy manager. I feel like you're writing this about me.
Right? Yeah.
Fucking, he just works me to death. He makes me cut up these social clips all the time.
Go home and I'm just like, am I crazy? Am I crazy? That's so crazy too, because like I read this and I know where it's leading to, a tropical island team building session.
What you worried about?
Yeah, like if we had a manager that was being like mean to us, and they eventually did fire him, they'd just be like, "All right, now go back to work, pussies." Ah.
Yeah, tropical island team building was
Yeah,
not
trying,
on
and
the
they tell the
agenda.
new guys like, "Don't be too rough on them, because then they're gonna come complain."
I would be happy to never see her again, except as a reward for hitting our sales target, we were rewarded with a team trip. The whole point is to be together as a team building exercise. We are supposed to spend all of our time together. We leave tomorrow, 2 days after the demotion. We are flying to a tropical island, and I was greatly looking forward to it. Now, I'm frankly really concerned. My coworker made a joke about the manager, who is the only one who can drive, driving us off a cliff. Why the fuck can't none of y'all
Right?
drive?
Like what? Yeah, I work with a bunch of babies. That's why I got fucking. I said, "Hey guys, we're adults. Maybe we should start getting cars, so I ain't got to come
Licenses
get
and
everybody."
shit, yeah.
You guys fucking lied during the interview and was like, "Well, I got reliable transportation." Guess who didn't? You guys didn't. And that girl's just like, "How dare you?"
I feel attacked. I don't think she would take it that far. No, because it would kill her. Why the fuck is she gonna drive off a cliff over a fucking demotion of a bunch of peons?
Right.
But I am definitely worried. Laxatives and tea, anyone? It will be stressful, and I fully plan on keeping one eye open the whole trip.
Yeah, she's probably gonna kill you.
This lady must be like a fucking witch, just like the meanest.
Listen, I'm not saying the OP's in the wrong. I'm just saying I dislike heavily OP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
100%.
like, I don't want to feel like the only person that feels like this.
They're
but
just like so whiny. Name a place that you worked at where it didn't feel hostile. Like that's just work
and toxic.
Yeah.
And then once again, we didn't even have air conditioning. Like you're like, oh, and they're taking us to this tropical island fucking team building exercise.
Gonna put laxatives in my tea.
And I'm worried because she's driving, because she's the only one that can drive and has a car.
They're gonna pay for tea.
I really hope she does not get a promotion.
All right. So the upper management pulled me aside and asked me as a chance to use this to start fresh, so I can't back out. However, I think she hates me. I definitely get the sense that she puts the blame on me. She tried to fire me. I still don't know exactly why, although I have my suspicions. I also think she feels that we are the crazy ones who are being unfair and are lying about her, although everything is documented. She does not think she has done anything wrong, so I am sure this demotion is the latest and biggest in a long line of insults that she feels are unwarranted. She is already a bit unhinged, I think. I worry this could push her over the edge and my team on our trip. What should I do?
I think you're just fucking dumb. I think you're like, what? Like, yeah, she was a dick and then she got demoted, but then you're like, now I feel like I'm going to get murdered.
Is your boss a Georgian with a star tattoo on their face?
Yeah, because if that's the case, then we're actively looking for him, and we will bring him to justice.
We were joking about that, and I told Mike that it would have been funny because he said that he saw like the SWAT vehicles and all this stuff. If we went out there and filmed like from like a upper shot down, like of him like running around with stars blinking, like, and he's like trying to hide behind trees.
Because I mean, technically, that dude, like, because he left Georgia to come over here,
and his stars
went away.
They disappeared.
But then he hit the police car, and he immediately got 3 stars. 3, they bring out the helicopter.
Okay.
Yeah. 4, it's like never ending, an infinite amount of police cars come. And you're just like, how is there this many cops?
Called them in from other states. All right, so this is an update from 2.5 months later. She didn't die. Unless this is somebody writing in for her. I decided the best thing to do was just go, act like I did not know she had been demoted, and avoid her as much as possible and have a good time. I show up to the airport around 8:45. We were supposed to meet at 9, and text everyone to see where they are. I get a message back a little later from the ex-manager saying, quite rudely for the language it was written in, not English, sorry, I'm sick and I won't be able to make it.
Oh, how rude, you fucking dick. Everything you say is just so evil.
Yeah, she just solved your fucking problem. She's not
Right.
going. What is there? Like, okay, that was great. We had a fun time, and we still have like 10 paragraphs to go. The flight left at 10, so my coworkers and I had to call our big boss early Saturday morning to figure out what to do. Remember, the only method of transportation was a car we had rented that only the ex-manager could drive. I love that, though. That's such like justice for. I'm not saying she was a good manager, but like that is such a stick in the eye of everybody else. Like, oh, you fucking losers don't have licenses. And That's the only way you can get around. We decided to go and take local transportation as much as possible. We went and had a great time. We get back on Tuesday only to find out that ex-manager never bothered showing up to work on Monday. Big boss had to call and ask if she was planning on coming or not. Conveniently, she was sick. HR then gets involved, and ex-manager got a doctor to say she was too stressed to work and it could aggravate her medical condition, which she does seem to have, and she was out for several weeks last year handling it. Y'all are monsters.
Yeah, y'all are just picking on this just mentally distressed woman who cannot. Oh my God.
She was trying to hold tight, and you guys just kept poking and prodding.
Yeah, kept poking the bear.
It was decided that she would take a few weeks off on sick leave and then come back to work. We work in sales, so it was a bit stressful for my team member and I because we had to handle her processes, but we're not supposed to get too involved. There were definitely some angry customers.
Because y'all suck. Yeah.
You guys can't even fucking drive.
Yeah, that's why this bitch got promoted. She's great at sales. Like, yeah, she's a little bit mean to y'all guys, but y'all guys can't get it together.
She Dan Snydered the shit out of this job. A couple of days before her leave is up, our big boss goes to meet with HR, the doctor, and ex-manager. Wait, you talk directly to the doctor? They talk, everything is fine. She's planning on coming back in 2 days, which was on a Monday. That Monday, I wake up with a bad cold. This story sucks, but it's actually fun with how bad, like,
Yes. What?
there's like no real stress or
There's no
tension
stakes.
or
Yeah, there's
anything,
nothing here.
but it keeps giving. So I sent my big boss.
But it keeps giving. Hell yeah,
it's
Dylan.
giving
Oh my
these-
God.
It's giving whatever vibes. That term does annoy me. I was meaning it keeps giving, like,
Right.
giving.
It keeps giving, please, meteor, hit this earth and just destroy it.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm talking about like where the meteor hits and the world just, and that's all you see from the satellite. Imagine being astronauts and seeing that, and you're in a space station, and you're just like,
Well,
that's my luck, though.
our
My
time
luck
is
is
up.
when shit hits the fan, I'm not going to be near the big event. I got to deal with like the aftermath and stuff like that. I think the camera was on me, so they didn't even see that. But, don't drink much.
It shot up out of the can.
I hate when I go to drink it from a can and you grab it too aggressively and it does,
Yeah,
and then
it
it
goes
splashes in your eye.
sloshy.
Yeah.
All right, so let's finish this off. That Monday, I wake up with bad cold, so I sent my big boss a message saying that I will take the morning off, but will be in as soon as possible after that since ex-manager is coming in and we are supposed to have a team meeting. I check my email while I am on it and see there is a message from one of my customers saying, I heard your crazy manager left. Good news for you. I was surprised and asked why she thought that. She said she received an email. I immediately messaged both my big boss and team member asking if they knew anything about it. A couple hours later, I found out that my ex-manager came into the office several hours early so she could mass email everyone on her contact list telling them that she was leaving. Then she resigned immediately. She was escorted out, and I never heard from her again. Of course, she is the gift that keeps on giving. Before leaving, Big Boss was asking her about any deals, processes she had going on so we could be sure to follow up. She mentioned some that we knew about and made a reference to one no one knew anything about. There was no record of it anywhere on our systems, and we finally had to go through her email. Through her email, it became obvious that she had closed this deal with the client,
Stud.
but never tracked any of the information. We called her to figure out what was going on, but she denied knowing anything and said that there was no deal. We finally just decided to give up on it and write it off as a loss. She also left me one deal that turned into a huge mess because the customer was not happy with the service and wanted a huge refund. And we have one other that could turn into a refund as well. The good news is my teammate and I kicked ass this quarter because her salary, etc., was still on our P&L. So you didn't kick ass. She just no longer works there, so you don't have to pay her. So then that makes your profits look better.
No, their target was for 3 people.
Yeah.
Still, we achieved more than our target, and their team got to go on an amazing holiday vacation.
Yeah, because her salary, etc., was still on our profit and loss. Oh,
Yeah.
So they were still paying for her, and then okay. So I guess you did good. All's well that ends well.
Yeah, what a fucking... Please help. We got to go on this tropical vacation. And now that we did well, we get to go on another vacation. Bro, 99.9% of workers in America, it's like, wow, you did really good. You want some pizzas?
That was the top comment.
Is
like,
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my first job gave us pizza in 15 minutes to take a slice before going back to work. That's the nature of the beast. Well, I had a manager that always used to say that. It's the nature of the beast. You know, sometimes you're going to come in, have a bad day. Stuff's not going to be working.
It's just the nature of the beast.
He was a black preacher too. So it's so funny because everything he said, you knew you was going to hate, but you was going to like the way he presented it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very charismatic. You just come in, he was like, all right, now, listen here. It's going to be a rough one today. That last shift, all right, when they left, they did not keep you guys in mind. Spilled a whole glue tank. We're going to have to spend the morning cleaning that up. It happens like that. Sometimes people will let you down, but it's up to you to carry on to get through this, man. And I just be like, amen, yes, let's go. Oh, fuck, we got to go clean up glue, man. God damn it.
Yeah, this was one of the controversial comments, but I was thinking this as soon as they said it. It says, boss talks with HR and the doctor when someone is on sick leave. I doubt it. What? I've never, you get a doctor's note, but they're not like, hey, doc, can you give us some
Yeah, let's
details?
go ahead and call the doctor.
I've had that scene happen here in Europe if they are out for a long time or sick very often. The doctor was not present, though, I think, but did give recommendations. That's just wild. Well, I guess maybe over there, their doctors actually care about them and are paid to not just get them through every 10 minutes on the 10 minutes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was just such a weird story that was not... that boss did not seem like the worst person in the world. I've worked with worse.
All right. So, I got one that says, am I the asshole for not playing dumb on a double date? These are just popping up in my feed, dude.
Send them over, save them so that I can read them.
All right, here. I'm going to save it so you can read along with me. We should make an alternate Reddit. So then, other people, I wish people could check out your saves. So then you could be like, and you could pull up the story and read along with us. But I mean, I guess you could just Google it. Oh my God, it's literally just not letting me click the menu.
Yeah, mine was doing that earlier.
Yeah, wow.
It's okay.
All right. So, am I the asshole for not playing dumb on a double date? This happened years ago, but I told the story recently, and some of my friends acted like I was the asshole. I used to work with this girl, Chelsea, who would tell me that she always thought I'd be a good fit for her friend Nicole. Each time she said this, it felt like she had no idea we had this conversation before, and I was actively getting better at navigating the conversation. For example, I had gone from, is she cute, to what do we have in common? And she had gone from rolling her eyes to telling me that we're both tall. Chelsea is very attractive, and her friends match, including this stereotypically very attractive tall blonde named Nicole. And I really wanted Chelsea to follow through with setting us up, but she never did while we worked together. I wonder if he's misinterpreting that.
Possibly.
Fast forward to a few years, and I run into her again. Chelsea is working at this high-end liquor store near my office, and I see her from time to time. She mentions Nicole again, says we would be a great fit, and this time she really pushes for the setup. She then tells me the spiel about how Nicole is so tall, we have the same sense of humor, she's a waitress at a nice restaurant nearby, as well as other interests we have in common. Chelsea even tells me she remembers one day I chatted her up about The Walking Dead at work, and after work she was hanging out with Nicole, who basically repeated everything I had said earlier. Yeah, they just talk too goddamn much in that show. Like, where's the action? Where's the drama? Where's the suspense? Why do they keep replaying like these same bad guys are just with different skins? Like, it just, I don't know. It kind of feels like it's redundant, you know? Shameless almost. We exchange numbers, and later that day she tells me a time and a place. The plan is for Chelsea, her fiance, Nicole, and myself. I creep her social medias, and it's pretty obvious it's wildly out of my league, Nicole. It's the wildly out of my league, Nicole. Oh, no. Like, if someone's setting you up, you're just like, please don't be a Gila monster. Please don't be a Gila monster. Please don't be a Gila monster. And then it's just like, why? Like, now I'm going to have to sit here and feel bad because this bitch had to go on a date with a Gila monster. Like, the morning of, she tells me we need to postpone. It sucks, but it happens, and we scheduled it for the following week, same place. I come prepared. New haircut, outfit, studied the menu, everything I could think of to put my best foot forward, and I'm introduced to a very different Nicole.
He got the Gila monster.
Yeah. This Nicole is short, fairly overweight, works at a daycare. I could tell from everyone's reaction that I'm visibly disappointed.
Oh, man.
I could tell from everyone's reaction that they could tell that I'm visibly disappointed.
He's just sitting there looking down at the ground. Like,
She walks in, he's like, guys. I decided to go through with the date, but I just keep bringing up the conversation back to what I knew about her, asking questions like, when did you get bored of The Walking Dead? How long have you been a waitress? And oh, Chelsea mentioned you have been friends since you were kids. Chelsea was trying her best to talk her way around it, but Nicole was visibly upset. The girls went to the bathroom, and the fiance asked me what the fuck I was doing, and I told him that Chelsea obviously meant to set me up with someone else. He said she did, but Nicole kept asking to postpone and clearly wasn't interested, so she found someone else more in my league. That's what she said. That's what Nicole said. I gave him a sharp look. He followed with, okay, she found another Nicole.
who replaces the Nicole without telling them? Like, if you want this to go off at all, like, you don't just sub her out for somebody else that might not like The Walking Dead, isn't a waitress, and hasn't known them since they were kids.
Everybody sucks here except for the new Nicole. Justice for new Nicole. Oh, it's not gonna let me. It's not gonna let me sort my comment section.
I can sort it. What do you want? Controversial?
Yeah.
You're the asshole. Almost said everybody sucks here, but honestly, Chelsea tried to spare your feelings, and neither Nicole is at fault here. You were immature in your reaction and deliberately tanked everyone's night.
God damn. That is, I'm glad that popped up on my feed.
I wonder if OP even realizes he cut himself out of the entire social circle because he couldn't be nice to a woman he found unattractive for one evening. Like, does he know the girlies have group chats?
Listen, here's the thing, okay? It is never okay to be mean to someone who is not conventionally attractive, maybe in their face, maybe not in their
He
weight.
wasn't mean.
Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. All right. But if you were put into a situation where, I mean, new Nicole did not deserve that, okay? But like, say like new Nicole comes in and she's like, look at this guy, then absolutely just go for the jugular. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? I believe in a world where there's not bullying going on, except for, you know, in last episode, werewolves and Nazis. That's fine. But if what I'm saying is, if a fat person talks shit, immediately go for the obvious. Like, start hitting on it. Nicole didn't deserve this.
I don't think he sucks. I don't think Nicole sucks. I think the friend sucks for not letting anybody know. Like, they technically set those two up under false pretenses. They catfished both of them.
Both of them.
Because Nicole should know that, like, hey, we were going to set him up with this other person, but you want to come meet this guy?
Bad as fuck, too, yeah.
Like, yeah, and we're leading him on as this is the girl. Like, do you want to come and sub for her? But, like, both of them should have been made aware that this double date was not happening the way that it was supposed to happen.
Right.
So, really, just the couple that was doing the setup is the asshole.
And that, he should have just been nice to her because there's a chance, like, his niceness could have given her enough love that she evolved into the tall Nicole.
Well, he didn't say she wasn't attractive. He just said she was a little overweight. Like, I mean, there's no problem with a big girl. Big girls need loving too.
Yeah. Justice for Nicole.
Yep. And him.
I mean, everybody. I still
up.
think everybody sucks here because I'm sorry. You could be disappointed, but you can also be a respectful person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make new Nicole, who has no idea she's going into a situation where.
I mean, was he actively trying to, like, make it?
Yeah, so he kept questioning the situation of, oh, you wait, even though he knew that wasn't the same Nicole. And then he said that everybody could tell, including Nicole, that he was disappointed. He sat there just like.
But they swapped a Nicole for a Nicole.
Yeah, but that Nicole didn't know that. So that Nicole's just sitting there like, this dude's so disappointed because I'm fat and short.
Yeah, but they set him up. They catfished him. Like, they told him.
I get what you're saying. They are dicks.
Like, he could think that it was this other Nicole.
I'm not going to say he's an asshole. He could have handled the situation better.
Yes, but was he, like, I don't think the story said that he was, like, actively harassing this Nicole because they set him up. He was asking the same questions about at what point did he know that this wasn't the same Nicole?
Right.
Like, did he actively know that this was the other Nicole? And
no, he knew it wasn't the other Nicole because he was stalking the other Nicole's Facebook.
Yes, but he could have just gotten that wrong, and so he could have thought that this was still a Nicole that they were talking about setting him up with. He took it as the other Nicole.
Apparently, and once again, you only get one guy's side of the story, but he's doing enough where this girl goes to the bathroom and is sad and shit. So
because none of the story lines up. He's asking, like, hey, so how long have you known, blah, blah, blah. Like, asking all the questions.
Yeah, but he knew it was not the right Nicole. He knew the other girl was the right Nicole, and this was not the right Nicole.
I feel like he was not under the same impression. Let me just read it again. Where was it at? It's in the morning. She tells us she need to postpone, blah, 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 blah. So everything I could do to put my best foot forward, and I'm introduced to a very different Nicole. This Nicole is short, blah, 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 works at a daycare. Okay, so I guess at that point he should know that.
Yep.
I can tell from everyone's reaction that I'm visibly disappointed. But he brought it back to everything that he knew about her, asking questions.
So he knows it's not the right Nicole, but he is asking questions essentially to have Chelsea have to be like, oh God, oh this, you know what I'm saying? So he knows this is not the right person. And then he's trying to put Chelsea in her place, which Chelsea did do something wrong, and that could be addressed afterwards. But while he's trying to do this, he's actively making short Nicole feel terrible until she goes to the bathroom. So, like I said, he could have handled the situation better, but I don't think that automatically means, oh, you're an asshole. The am I the asshole whole thing, there's someone where it's like, yeah, you're the asshole. And it's just like, asshole's such a strong word. You were a bit of a poot, but... You know what I'm saying? He was a poot in this, not an asshole. He was just the poot.
Imagine showing up to that double date and you...
The person that you're meeting is just like, look at you. Well, is she even a waiter? You said she was tall. How much do you know about The Walking Dead? Like,
all right.
Because he said because it's am I the asshole for not playing dumb on the double date? Because he could have played dumb and just been respectful.
Yeah, I would have just been nice to her. I still wouldn't have been happy about them pulling the bait and switch, but all right, we're going to the bottom of the page. Am I the asshole for having my wedding ceremony in sign language? I wish I knew sign language.
My wife does, but
I learned the baby sign language for a few things, but that was it.
Yeah, I have a nonverbal autistic child. And I was like, I'm going to learn it. And then he's like, I'm not going to learn it. So I was like, I'm not going to learn it either then, buddy. Fucking hands.
Teamwork.
Yeah. We do sign language, but it's like different sign language. like, you want some drink? You want some drink? And he'd be like, well, fuck yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much the sign for it, isn't it?
The best part too is like last night we're watching Are You Afraid of the Dark? And he walks into the
With an active murder investigation going on.
Yeah, yeah. So he like he'll just walk into the living room, and then he'll go, "Daddy got a boo boo. I have a giant scar on my side." So I lift up my shirt and I show him the scar, and he goes, "Oh, poor boo boo." And then as soon as he says that, we all know what's coming. He starts smacking the shit out of my belly and playing the drums, and because I'll go, "You like Daddy's big belly?" And then he'll go, which is not prompted. Okay, he'll go, "Dad got big belly." I'm like, every time
Thanks,
the big
bud.
gets like big belly. It's not that big, bud.
Oh,
But
yeah. No,
whatever.
my daughter, she gets on to me about, like, when she sees, like, the Ozempic commercials and all that stuff. She's like, some people are just okay if they're overweight. Like you, Daddy. I'm like,
Oh,
come on, babe.
Right.
Like, I know I got a little extra, but not like I need medication. Like,
Jesus Christ. That's one thing, though. If you come to my house, my son's going to lift up your shirt and he's going to start slapping the shit out of your belly. And he just loves to do it. He loves the sound it makes. Hurts like a bitch, too, because he hits hard. He'll slap the shit out of it, too. My whole belly will be red.
it makes a seismic wave around the.
Yeah, just like ripples on the sides. Comes up to my neck. Starts making my teeth chatter.
We should get a slow-mo camera and watch it after he slaps it.
Right, watch that. 900 mega frames per second. It's like.
But yeah, it just like vibrates like all the way up. All right, so back to it. Am I the asshole for having my wedding ceremony in sign language? I, 24 female, deaf, and growing up, my parents got me bilateral cochlear implants and forced me into mainstream school. They never taught me sign language and never immersed me into my culture as a deaf person. They were actually pretty against me using ASL at all. Well, I took ASL in high school against my parents' wishes and then got into a deaf university. All right, your parents are the asshole. Why be anti you learning sign language? Like, you're a deaf person, should be pretty.
Oh, so she's deaf. I missed that
Yeah.
part because I was like, "You're a dick." Because like, what if like someone's just there and they're like, "Yeah, I can't hear, and I'm in here to join the university." And it's like, "Well, we can't because we just gave this person who just learned sign language the." I thought they had just got in a deaf university without being deaf just because they knew sign language.
She learned it in high school. There's no university involved, but
I know she went to a deaf university though. She learned sign language in high school and then went to a deaf university.
oh, okay. But like the first 3 words, I, 24 female, deaf.
I was looking at my tablet, so I didn't catch that part. So I was just.
Are you looking at the story or no?
No,
You didn't pull up the story?
no. I'm having fun looking at the shit that's popping up on my damn
So you got to stay
feed.
engaged.
I'm going into
engaged.
the saves. I'm going into the saves.
It was at the bottom, all the way at the bottom. All right, can we get back to this deaf girl that her parents didn't want her to learn sign language?
Look at my sign language.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Although I couldn't sign fluently when I started, I finally felt accepted and understood. The deaf community was nothing but welcoming. I became fluent in ASL after a few months and stopped wearing my processors completely as there was no need for them anymore. I honestly didn't realize how alone I had felt until I didn't feel that way anymore. I also met my fiance at college. He is from a very large family of deaf people. Everyone he knows, even in his far extended family, is deaf. HOH, CODA, or SODA. I don't know what any of those mean.
That's crazy though. It's just like, it's like, is it genetic? And it's like, no, we all live near a fracking.
Yeah.
It's so loud.
So everyone is fluent in sign. I love his family so much. It's so weird though. Like, why were your parents like, you had hearing issues and they're like, no sign language?
No, yeah.
None.
That poor baby. I want to talk to my girl, so Dad would be there doing it.
Well, I mean, they got
But
the
as soon as my son-
processors to
yeah.
like be able so that she could hear, which is cool. But what if the batteries run out, or you don't have them, or like you're in an emergency? Like you could have a whole nother.
Would it be
language.
wrong grounding your kid if you're like, you can't hear for the rest of the day? It's not a joke.
It is a joke. Go sit in timeout.
Yeah, you're not able to hear. You know how you tell a kid, like, all right, put these on.
This is what's going to cancel us.
Yeah, God, I'm sorry, deaf community. Look,
All communities.
we need to just do an episode where we're just like, I want to start by saying we're sorry to the deaf community. We are sorry to the non-deaf community. We are sorry to black people. We are sorry to Hispanic people. We are sorry to white people. Like, just go down the list of, and then we like go back to episode 15.
But we just pick one, and we're like, we're not sorry.
Right,
You
yeah.
can get fucked. I don't know. Furry community.
Nazis and werewolves. Yep, that was about to say. Yeah, that's the. I don't give a fuck if I piss y'all off.
If you feel offended by that, then good. All right.
I'm ready to watch a bunch of overweight dudes who are, like the cosplay that they served in the military go against a bunch of fucking.
Well, see, I would have served, but
Yeah, go against a bunch of werewolves, a bunch of furries.
all right. So now we're talking about
And whoever wins has the rights to Tumblr.
Tumblr used to be a cool fucking platform like a decade ago. It was the Reddit before Reddit.
I've never been on Tumblr.
Yeah, it existed long before Reddit.
I've seen
and
a
it was
lot of
very
like
similar.
the memes, and I was like, what platform is formatting like this? And they were like Tumblr, and I was like, I never want to see a section formatted like that. I just didn't like how it formatted like the conversations between people.
Yeah, I was on it like back in 2009, 2010, somewhere back in then.
That's
Like,
crazy. I didn't even know they had a Tumblr then.
I think it was. I'm gonna do a quick Google search. What Tumblr history? TMBLR. About.
There's no ER.
No. TUMBLR.
Maybe Tumblr's the one who started that, where they're just like, we're going to be the name of something, but then we're going to shorten it, where it's like a consonant and a consonant next to each other.
Yeah, so I think it was like the Reddit before Reddit. It began in 2006. It was owned by Yahoo from 2013 to 2018, and then I guess it's owned by
Remember when Yahoo used to be the giant?
Automatic.
Yeah. Yahoo used to be the dude. He used to be the shit, and then
I still used Google over Yahoo, but it was definitely the big one. That's crazy that it was. Wait. Oh, development for Tumblr began in 2006, but it is officially founded in February 2007. Jeez, I can't talk. All right, back to the story.
back to the story.
All right. My fiance and I have been together for 4 years now. He proposed last May. We've been planning the wedding and decided to have it fully in ASL. The pastor at our church's deaf program agreed to do the ceremony. My extended family of hearing people is very small. Just my mom, my dad, my sister, my brothers, my aunt, my uncle, and my cousin.
ASL always reminds me of DSL. Did you ever have DSL?
Yeah. Not.
You fool. You falling right into my trap.
What did that even stand for?
Dick sucking lips?
No, the original. Like it was.
Fuck if I know. I don't look like I know about computers. Direct. Direct security direct security line. Direct security link.
It was digital subscriber line.
I got line. Woo!
That was the original high-speed internet. I think it was like 5 megabytes a second.
Holy shit.
Fucking flying. All right, so my cousin is learning to sign, whereas my fiance's huge extended family, who are all deaf or sign fluently, will be there, and most of our friends are deaf or know how to sign. We decided to get an interpreter for the hearing people, though. That's just so wild to think about that. Like the pastor sitting there doing signs, and then you have the person off to the side that's like looking at the signs, and then be like, "Do you take?" Like,
Yeah.
it's vice versa of like the lady that's dancing while Snoop Dogg's
Hearing people sounds like a deaf slur to people who can hear. All these hearing people call us hearies,
We are gonna get canceled by the
Yeah.
deaf community after this one.
the listeners.
Well, yeah. How does a deaf person listen to our podcast?
Yeah, they wouldn't know unless they had that thing on though. Listen,
This is cracking me up too much.
deaf people, we love you. Okay.
Do you do this? Or you? Like, how do you do a you? Yeah, I always just do it.
Oh, that's dope. That's fucking.
Or this. This is the sign language for I love you.
I'm gonna start doing that to
Me,
yeah.
across the table.
Yes.
Is this a good time
Yes,
to...
this is yes. By the way, I just
Yeah.
remembered. My wife knows all of it, but then once again, like I said, like I was sitting there with my son, and he's just like,
Nah.
"You guys are goobers." And then, I mean, when he started to like use it, he just started saying the word like what he wanted and stuff. So
Yeah, we did the sign language to begin with, and then once she started making sounds, like we didn't really have to do sign language anymore.
the worst part is that like he does a lot of echoing. So you'll be like, "All right, do you want a peanut butter sandwich or some cookies?" And he'll be like, "Peanut butter sandwich or some cookies?" "Yeah, but which one?" "Yeah, but which one?" Point. And then finally he'll go, "That one." I'm like, "All right."
And that one.
Yeah, same time. The funniest shit he does is we started doing like when we give him an Oreo, we'd be like, "You want one or two?" And then then he started going, "2 Oreos, please." Well, then Amy started going, "You want one or two?" He goes, "Do you want 1 or 5?" Just out into 1 or 5.
I want 5.
He wants 5.
I'm going to try and get through this without cracking any more jokes. We decided to get an interpreter for the hearing people, though, so they'd know what's going on. Our wedding is in August, so we just sent out the invites. The invite mentions that it will be in ASL, but we'll have an interpreter for those who are signing impaired, which is kind of just a joke. Great joke. That's fucking great. Imagine getting that and you're like, signing impaired. What?
Right.
Oh, they got me.
Oh, they done come up with another fucking word. God damn it, man. Fucking blue hairs, they're getting us everywhere.
Piss off the red hats. All right, but my mom started texting me and tried to convince me that it should be in English and have an ASL interpreter. Fuck off, Mom.
Yeah, what a fucking...
The majority all do sign language. You are
Just
the
kill
minority.
your parents, dude. That's why I just kill them. Murder them.
I feel like it's our wedding. It would be kind of crazy to see that wedding video, though.
She's like, I feel like it's our wedding. It is your wedding.
But just like they've got like earpieces for the
Right.
people that hear. And so like the ladies over there whispering, just, do you know? Take the bride.
Yeah, just do it real low. And everybody's like, what? I can't hear. They got sign language right there. Just right there. You look at it.
Who thought that this was going to be the best story out of all of them?
No, who knew?
Today.
Who knew that it was going to come up with the most jokes?
All right, but my mom started texting me and tried to
I wish it
convince
wasn't
me.
the one we came up with the most jokes with. In hindsight, you know what I'm saying? Because in hindsight, I started to think about it. And I'm like, oh, fuck, deaf people are not going to enjoy this. But then it just comes back with the joke of, fuck me. Like,
They're not listening to our podcast.
yeah. Unless they got like a transcript in Braille and they're just like, oh, keep reading. And look, every deaf person's just like, oh, he's like, there's something,
Special.
something there. Like, I can't say nothing about him because then I'm a bad person. So,
All right, so mom wants the ceremony to be in English, but have an interpreter. I feel like it's our wedding, so we should have it in our language first, in our first language, but my mom thinks that we are in America, so English should be the first language, and anyone who doesn't choose to, quote, get cured, get an implant, should get an interpreter.
I guarantee you her mom starts the sentence off with, you know, child molestation aside. This is America. English is our first language. I mean, technically it's still English, right?
Sure.
Oh, God. Does sign language change from country to country?
I mean, it's American Sign Language, so.
Yeah. So if you go over to like Mexico, you're like, I don't know Spanish sign language. That's not a joke, man.
No, but these
Stop. You laugh and it sounds like I'm roasting deaf people. I'm not. Genuinely curious. Like I'm just curious. Okay.
I know, but these are the questions that you never think about until like they're brought up. But yes, I imagine that Spanish Sign Language is. I imagine some of them are similar because a lot of them it's more like pictorial than it is straight up like letters. But
Keep going. We already lost the podcast. It's gone now. Last episode of Two Daddies Judging Baddies. I don't know. I
Judging
stopped
Baddies.
I stopped it like it was Mike and Donate drama. All right, let's get to it.
I'm trying to. You keep asking these thought.
There's so many questions.
All right.
We need to bring a deaf person on.
I know a few. She also said it was disrespectful to say signing impaired. Oh, so she really didn't get the joke. I don't think she realizes the irony, as she always refers to me as hearing impaired. During the entire conversation, she kept repeating that, quote, I should have never let you go to that school. Fucking woke liberal.
I should have never let you
Sign
hang out
language
with them
school.
people, because
Deaf
now that's
people.
you want to speak their language. You want to act like them.
Now you're going to marry
You
one
got
of
a
them.
machine. We got you a machine so you can hear people. Becky, you look at me. We got you a machine so you can hear. And then we sent you to that school. You turn against us. You turn against us, Becky. You fucking...
You're such an asshole. I'm trying to swallow this fucking drink and I can't while I'm laughing.
I knew we shouldn't have sent you there. I knew it. I knew it. As soon as I saw a sign that said everybody is welcome.
Is there a conversion therapy for deaf people to bring them back to the cochlear implant?
We got you a machine.
We spent a lot of money on that. All right.
Medicaid did spend a lot of money on that. Yeah, somebody did. My hard-earned tax dollars that went into that Medicaid, that paid for that machine.
All right, I'm going to try and finish it out. But my mom started texting me and tried to convince me that it should be in English and have an ASL interpreter. I feel like, no, I already read that part. Did she put that in twice? Or no, I just went back to the beginning. Okay.
I love the ASL interpreters at the rap concerts.
Yeah, no, they're fucking fantastic.
Because I wish dancing and doing
I
that.
wish I understood it so that I could hear it through, like, their interpretation. Because, yeah, they're just, like, fucking vibe into it and just signing. It's cool. All right. My mom also says that the deaf people should be used to having interpreters, whereas she's never had one before. So it'll make it harder to understand. They're still going to be talking to you, bitch.
Right. Yeah, like,
What? She has the shittiest parent. Or, well, it sounds like mom. So far, we haven't heard shit from dad. And
she's just going to end this with, my mom has Down syndrome. Like,
we're the assholes.
yeah, we're the assholes. There we go.
All right, so am I the asshole here? Should I have the ceremony in English because I guess that's the more normal way of communication, even though we consider sign language our primary language? Edit to clarify some things. I can't cut off my parents as I'm currently helping pay for my little brother to go to a school for autistic kids. Number 2.
Why do they keep putting them in thematic schools based on what they are?
Well, why can't you cut off your parents if you're helping pay for your... You don't got to fuck with your parents.
Right, you
to
just
help
gotta
pay
talk
for
to the school.
Yeah, you got that. We can't sign and speak at the same time. The pastor and my fiance can't speak. I can, but choose not to unless I absolutely have to. Number 3, my parents didn't only not learn ASL, but they explicitly prevented me from it growing up. We lived in Austin, Texas, my whole childhood.
That makes the story
and there
funnier.
was a school for the deaf 10 minutes from our house, but they specifically said they would never let me go there. Can you sign in Southern?
Twang? Yeah. Can you add a twang to your...
You just add like a little accent to the end of every single word.
Because now I'm getting a gay translator. As soon as I hear Austin, I'm like, oh, well, we'll double down. We're going to really make parents pissed off.
All right, number 4.
But yes, those the family conversations, like Thanksgiving conversations, definitely start with child molestation aside. Okay, let's act like that island didn't exist. That's how they start off conversations.
All right, so number 4, adding this later, exact words from the invite. Reception will be held in ASL. English interpreters will be provided for the signing impaired. I literally put it in quotation marks.
And in the parents' defense, though, the other side do be coming up with words. They just be making words for. They're like, fuck.
The
man.
deaf aren't the other side, though. Like the deaf have a disability, and they're being funny with
Well,
their
obviously
disability.
they think like because she learned sign language, like that's some kind of liberal. It has to be. It has to be. Like we knew we shouldn't have sent you to that school. Like what?
All right, the deaf community didn't indoctrinate me into not wearing my processors. I just started using ASL more, and more. And then I needed a surgery to adjust the implant, but I decided to just not get the surgery and stop wearing them.
There we go. Because I bet you there was some deaf people in the comments was like, I have no hope. If I could wear fucking something that would make me hear a little bit, I'd fucking do it. So
Yeah, which is a choice though. Like,
right.
I mean, there was no real point in it, and I didn't feel like getting an unnecessary surgery. Like at this point, her whole circle is surrounded by people that can speak.
I don't even need
to
these
her.
anyway. Yeah.
You don't have to worry about charging anything, like because I think the processor itself, like you have to.
Imagine you had to do a job at that school though, and you didn't know it was a deaf school, and you just walk in and you're like,
Why is it so quiet?
yeah, it's fucking silent in here. God damn.
All right, so another edit. To those of you questioning and even mad at me for not wanting to wear implants, you don't hear normally. Like a lot of people say things like, don't you want to hear music or birds chirping? Music through CI's.
That's what I was saying. That's why she put that little comment there, because then people are going to be like, wow, I wish I could hear. I wish I had the ability to try to hear.
Music through CIs suck, at least for me. Even when I used to wear CIs all the time, I would take them off to listen to music, and no background noise like birds chirping makes it harder for the microphone to pick up other noises like people talking. Yeah, you're definitely not the asshole. That's
Just got a Mr. Beast will cure you of deafness.
what, just touch you in because he's the Antichrist.
That's what you would think from his fucking thumbnails. Listen, look. His name is Mr. Beast. And then he's just like, you know what? Blind people, you get to see
shall
again.
see.
I was like, whoa, this is what he did. God, I hate how they're like, oh, look, this is a sign from Revelations. Y'all have said that every goddamn year since I was a
beginning
little
of time.
kid.
No, the
yeah, I
beginning
remember
of
being a
time.
little kid, and the preacher would be like, because it's coming. All
Man,
right.
all the best ones are deleted by the user. Fucking controversial comments. It starts and then people like go, but that first one that was controversial is deleted. I like it, not the asshole at all. Would they object if you were having it in German? What, now they're Nazis?
Yeah, wow. Wow. Wow.
Comparing deaf people to
deaf people,
Nazis?
be mad at that comment. Don't be mad at us. Be mad at that comment, okay? Because, wow, we would never.
The OPs responded and said, well, I think they'd be a bit surprised considering I don't speak German.
yeah.
That would be kind of funny. They're just like, you know what? Oh, okay, we won't do it in sign language. We're going to get a German interpreter in here to do it for you.
It's like, why? Nobody speaks. You'll understand when you get here.
Oh, God, this controversial comment. There's one that's actually good. Not the asshole. The signing impaired thing is a bit of bad taste unless you consider yourself to be French impaired, German impaired, Japanese impaired, and so on for literally every language on the planet. But no, English isn't the more normal way of communication. It's their primary means of communication, which you're accommodating by having a translator. Your primary language is ASL, so have the same ceremony in ASL. Their options are 1, attend graciously, or 2, stay home.
Right. You just need to cut them out of your lives and divorce. Break up with your husband now because he did not viciously assault your father. Just do that. Redditors take it, dude. They do take it to the extreme. Like if I am a, let me use good terms, okay? If I am a person of hearing, then I should be a comedian or something. If I am a person of hearing, okay, and then, you know, a deaf person.
No, a person of non-hearing.
Yeah, a person of non-hearing invites me to their wedding, and I see, you know, for the sign language impaired on it, I'm like, that was funny. I'm not going to be like, wow, how dare you box me into something.
It's so wild that a mom would start that fight with her kid, though. Like, oh my God, you should have it in English. Like, fuck it. Like, honestly, you should know your kid's humor enough to be like, they're fucking with us. But are you going to literally raise a stink for 6 people out of 100? The rest of the people are cool with ASL. Why the fuck are you mad? Like,
why are you going to say, I knew we shouldn't have sent you to that school? God damn it.
I mean, I would probably be like a little ill. Like, we say they put the whole bill for the cochlear implants. Like, bitch, we spent a lot of money and you had to go get surgery and like you could hear and you're just not going to use them. I'd be mad about the investment and the time and all that stuff. But then I'd probably be like, So how do?
What if you met the friends though, and they were like really like peer pressure and other cochlear
You
implants to
take
stop?
those fucking out. Take them out.
Yeah, like they see the cochlear and they're just like,
You're not a robot.
like picking on them until they fucking took it out. And they're
Can
like, oh,
you
this
do
is
that
bullying.
impression again?
No, I could not.
Can you do that impression?
I did a very, I wouldn't even say, it wasn't even a dramatized, it was just a reenactment of what it would be if a deaf person bullied another deaf person that had cochlear implants.
I feel like you were bullying
No.
a bully of a bully. That
No, it's
was
almost
deaf.
like historical examples. You know, the people in the documentaries that got to play the Nazis because they didn't get that scene of the Nazi stuff, and you know they got to dress and do the goose step. They're not bad people. They're just reenacting.
bad people.
Yes,
You're reenacting a event you've seen,
that I think could be possible. Yes,
so it's coming out of your imagination and your.
right. But it could be.
So
Like
it's
they
almost-
could be bullying. There could be a subset of deaf people.
We
that
weren't canceled up until you did that
bull-
reenactment.
Right.
We
That's
were
the,
fine
That's the
until that
second time I've done the deaf voice in this podcast. So I don't even remember what I said the first time. Fuck. Well, guys, listen. If for some reason you want more of this podcast where we just, I don't know, insult everybody and it's like, no matter what you believe in, no matter what you think, we're going to find a way to be like, come on, guys. Like, I've tried to defend y'all, and it's just like everything. You guys insult all
Equally.
Yeah. Well, but that's where I feel like, you know,
It's freedom in America and
that's what I'm
stuff.
saying. Like the disabilities, mental disabilities, race, sexual orientation, deaf, blind.
Religion.
You all are, this is a safe place for nobody, okay? For nobody. And nobody can or should feel comfortable listening to this podcast. And kind of in that way, everybody's equal.
Well, and I think one thing that we can stand on business that this will no longer be on Mike and Dylan Hate Drama's YouTube channel.
That's right. Yeah. We are making that switch, guys.
We're saving you.
We are saving you, yes. But
So if one of them gets canceled, the other one will still
listen,
exist.
for YouTube listeners, dedicated YouTube. But if you do want more of this, you can go to patreon.com/Mike and Dylan, and you can get bonus episodes where we probably insult a lot of people there too, guys. Look,
Not this week. This week's is a banger of an episode.
it is, but we will read, learn, and kill ourselves, and then that's really what the other side only wants for, like, you know, repentance for fucking up. And you know, like, he fucked up one time and was really racist at Arby's. Okay,
One time.
he screamed the N-word maybe 6 times. Okay, does that guy deserve to lose his job? Like, God. Yes. All right, guys, love you.
Later.